Upbeat intro music fades out. Hello and welcome to G Fun Facts Online, the show that uncovers the most amazing science hidden in plain sight. Today, we're heading deep into the lush, vibrant forests that cling to the sides of tropical volcanoes. It looks peaceful, but there's a secret conversation happening. A silent dialogue between the immense power churning deep within the Earth and the resilient life on its surface. And now, scientists are learning to listen in, turning trees into a living, breathing early warning system for volcanic eruptions. So, how exactly does a volcano talk to a tree? Before a volcano blows its top, things get busy underground. Magma starts to rise, and as it does, it releases huge amounts of gas, especially carbon dioxide, or CO2. This gas seeps up through the soil, invisible to us, but not to the trees. Now here's where it gets interesting. In some cases, this extra CO2 acts like a super fertilizer. The trees absorb it through their roots, their photosynthesis goes into overdrive, and they can actually get greener and lusher. It's called the greening effect. But other volcanic gases, like sulfur dioxide, are toxic. They can stress the plants out, causing their leaves to change color or even die. Some trees have even evolved incredible defenses. The Johia lehua tree in Hawaii, for example, can literally close the pores on its leaves to protect itself from harmful gases. So we have trees getting greener and trees getting stressed. But how do we see these subtle changes across a massive, dangerous volcano? From space, of course. Using satellites like NASA's Landsat 8, researchers can scan these forests constantly. They use a metric called the NDVI, which is basically a health check for plants from orbit. It measures the greenness of the vegetation. By comparing images over time, they can spot anomalies, a patch of forest that suddenly got much greener, or an area showing signs of stress. This isn't just a theory. It's been observed in the real world. In 2001, on Italy's Mount Etna, satellites saw a line of pine trees become significantly greener. A year later, a flank eruption occurred in that exact spot. The trees were sending a signal. Similarly, ahead of a 2017 eruption at Mayon volcano in the Philippines, noticeable changes in the foliage helped prompt life-saving evacuations. The technology is getting even more precise. Scientists are now using drones and planes equipped with hyperspectral imagers that see way more colors than our eyes, providing a detailed chemical fingerprint of the leaves. They use thermal sensors to detect tiny temperature changes in the forest canopy, another sign of stress. They even have plant wearables, tiny sensors strapped directly to trees, monitoring things like sap flow and moisture in real time. It's like giving the forest its own Fitbit. Researchers in Costa Rica found they could even look back in time. The amount of volcanic CO2 in the soil directly correlated with the chemical makeup of the wood in certain tree rings. The trees weren't just reacting in the moment. They were keeping a long-term record of the volcano's activity. Now, this incredible bioindicator system won't replace traditional methods like seismometers and GPS that track the ground shaking and swelling. Instead, it adds a powerful new layer of data. As Dr. Florian Schwanner of NASA says, the goal is to make warnings better and earlier. This is especially huge for volcanoes in remote, heavily forested areas where putting equipment on the ground is difficult and dangerous. The trees are already there, a dense, self-sustaining network of natural sensors. Of course, it's not perfect. Scientists have to learn to tell the difference between a volcanic signal and other things like drought or disease. But with the help of artificial intelligence, they're getting better and better at filtering out the noise. What we're witnessing is the dawn of a new era in volcano monitoring, a symphony of data from satellites, ground sensors, and now, the silent, steadfast sentinels of the forest. By learning to listen to the whispers of the trees, we might just get the crucial head start we need to protect the millions of people living in the shadow of our planet's most fiery giants. That's all for today on G Fun Facts Online. Thanks for listening, and join us next time for another dose of incredible science. Upbeat outro music fades in.